What is up, guys? Your boy Kagi, back at it again with a new video. And in this video, I'm gonna interview somebody that came with a crazy story. This guy came out of nowhere and took the number 3 spot in the ranking for Rarity Farming. He goes by Felon. He's using a voice changer. This guy is in the deep woods. Nobody knows who he is, and I fucking love it. So let me introduce you guys to Felon. So Felon, let me ask you, man. Why did you come out of nowhere like this? Like, was this like a strategy that you had, or was it something that you just woke up yesterday and you said, "Let me just do it"? Or tell me about it.
Hi, Kagi. So, yeah, the way the game is set up is that, there is a snapshot every 2 weeks. And so basically, you don't have any interest in showing, what you got before the snapshot. And so, yeah, it was part of my strategy not to show my Gochi before the snapshot, in order not to get ganked by people. And actually, there was the top three, the previous top three before I came in, we have the same rarity score, and so I boosted my experience to jump in front of him at the last moment. So I mean, for now, that's how the game should be played, and it was pretty fun before because we had no idea about who has the strongest Gochi, and right now we have better information, so pretty fun.
Yeah, that's so true. I never actually thought about this. The thing is that obviously I don't play as much as other people that are like really invested into Aavegotchi. But now that I think about it, that makes so much sense. Yeah, you just kind of like hide your you hide your, what's it called, your accessories and all of that. And then you go into the leaderboard when the time comes. That actually makes a lot of sense. And let me ask you, was there like some type of were people mad at this in the chat? Were people happy? How did that work out? Like, what did people think about this?
Well, I don't think anyone got mad really. I mean, maybe the the top four guy is maybe a bit mad, but I think yeah, people were pretty happy about it. It was pretty fun, and they were like kind of surprised of like, yeah, who's that guy? And so overall, yeah, it was. I think it was pretty fun for most people. Yeah.
Interesting. And let me ask you, how much ghost did you get out of that first season Rarity Farming, if you don't mind sharing? I think.
So yeah, sure, of course. So the way it works is that the payouts are made every 2 weeks in a 2 months period. So that's 4 payouts, and I got around 8K ghosts. So that's about $12K from the first snapshot. So hopefully I can get 4 times that amount in the end. But yeah, I think the competition is going to be fierce during the next snapshot. So finger crossed.
Interesting, dude. Interesting. And what, like, if you don't mind, like, sharing, like, what do you do? Do you buy like different? Is there a way for you to calculate your rarity without actually buying items, or you have to like swap items and see what happens with the? Well, there is a way, right? There is a way. Of course, there's a way. The numbers are there. So, right?
Yeah, so yeah, definitely you can, do all the calculations beforehand on the spreadsheet or whatever. And so when you equip, you know beforehand the score of your Aavegotchi, and so you can check the leaderboards and guess what spot you can get, and hopefully there's not too many people doing like you and hiding at the last moment. But yeah, so you can do everything beforehand.
Interesting. Damn, bro. That's a big well game right there. Honestly, like, let me ask you, how much is your Gotchi was like in the form that you submitted it? At the moment that you submitted it, that you got number 3. As we can see in the screen, you have a pet, you have a what's it called, little pump hair, and then a few other things that I don't know the names of. But let me ask you, like, how much is all that worth right now? Because you got obviously 12K out of this one. Are you actually making your money back there, right in the first one?
So yeah, so this Gotchi, he has three godlikes items, which are the highest rarity items, which is you have the Limpub Dreads, as you mentioned, as a head slot, and then the two hand slots are also godlike. So you have the Link Cube, which is there's only five of any godlikes items, and I guess the Link Cube is a very sought after item, and also I got the uranium rod. So do I did I got into the money? The answer is no, because first of all, I did buy at on the markets the Link Cube and the Dreads, and so this went at the time for about like 100k for both items, 100k ghost. So, and the rest I actually got I got a good price, and some of it I got through the raffles because there is a system in the game where by staking the ghost you get friends, and with those friends you can get items as well.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, so basically you get it for free, or like you can imagine it's some kind of yields or some sorts, like some kind of NFT yields from staking your ghost. And so some of it I got from that pretty cheaply. But yeah, overall I would say this character as of right now, as a let's say a low key. Yeah, a low evaluation would be maybe at least, at the very least, 200k, I would say, for the whole thing, the wearables and the Gochi itself. And so that's about like $300k right now.
Wow, dude. Wow, that's insane. That is actually insane. There's some big ass players here in terms of there's a lot of people with cash, right? In the top, right? Like there's people playing like big well games here.
Definitely, so I mean, there are some people who are, way bigger than me, but don't necessarily, play the game in the same manner. So personally, I'm just really overall super excited about the game, and I think, there's so much to be done with the Aavegotchi. And so I'm mostly a gamer. So I'm first of all a gamer, and then also, if I can make money with that, that would be great. But personally, I don't. I know that I could have been playing in a more, let's say, cost efficient manner, but that's not really what I'm looking for. So there's been stories of people starting with like 500 ghost and now being into the top 100, and these guys are playing differently. But me, I just want to have fun and yeah, try to get in the top and be just one of the main player in the games and in the game. And if in the end I don't really make money, I don't mind that much. I'm more in it for the game and the community, the experience.
Interesting, interesting. Okay, bro, that is insane, man. Like for me, it's a pleasure to talk to people like this because obviously, um, I invest in a lot of games, but I go in with a couple Ks, nothing well like 3K here, 2K here, 5K here. Um, so it's like really low amounts. But when somebody is like, oh yeah, I got a gotchi like 100K, 200K gotchi, like chilling, I'm just playing for fun, like that's just fucking cool, man. Some people might be mad at that. I just see it as cool. Like fuck that. Like when I get to that point in my life where I have like millions of dollars, yeah, I'm gonna be playing games like this, like chilling, whatever. Who cares, right? Um, and some people are just gonna
Right,
be mad
right.
about that, but it is what it is.
Yeah,
It is what it
I mean,
is.
some people are going to be mad, but these people get mad at everything, and I can understand, people, it's like, oh, these whales, you feel like they're, not like you or whatever, but like I'm really like most people. I just got in crypto a bit earlier than most people, and that's it. I'm still like everyone. I'm not like a 200 IQ gamer or anything, like a top tier investor. I just like to play the game, and so like for me, it's really. I don't invest in many games, and this one I went kind of all in.
Okay.
And yeah, I think that's the way to go. And some whales are just playing as an investor game, but like for me, I'm really playing as a gamer. And like for instance, there was this mini games contest where it was a reverse Pac-Man, so basically a Pac-Man like game, but Aavegotchi themed, and you had to do it with every single gotchi you had to get 10 experience. And I have like more than 100 gotchis, and it actually took me like, I don't know, 20 hours or so to complete all the gotchis, to do all the mini games with all the gotchis. So I mean, definitely, I really, I'm not just an investor, and I really want to play the game and be a member of this community.
Yeah, yeah, I did play the Pac-Man game. That was pretty fun. That was pretty cool. I think
Yeah, it was fun.
I think it gave me like a different. It didn't. I already knew Aavegotchi had the potential of that, obviously, but I thought it was gonna be. It was gonna come from the team. I believe this games did not come from the team. It was more like community made, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, definitely. So it's a member from the community who built that, and it was so good that the team decided to put him forward and do an XP airdrop event with his game, and it went pretty good, and I think everyone is excited to let's say the mini game component that Aavegotchi can have in the future. Right now it's very early, but I think this could be kind of a platform with a lot of mini games for people to meet and play with their friends and meeting new people. So I mean, hopefully that's where it's gonna go.
Absolutely, absolutely. We're almost reaching the end of the interview, but I got a few more questions. I want to know, like, since you actually believe in this game and you're playing the game for what it is, not only for the money. How do you see Aavegotchi in the future? Because for me, I don't know if you ever played Habbo Hotel. Um,
Yeah,
yeah,
no, I didn't, but I actually yeah. Sorry, continue.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I would love to see Aavegotchi become something like that, not necessarily exactly like that, but like obviously with the lands, like a world where you can hang out, right?
Yep.
So and even as an investor, let's say you buy a piece of land, right? But then you also have a chance of buying a building. Like, okay, you buy the land, you have a land, but you can also buy a building from the team. Like the team sells the buildings, and the building could be like potion shop. So if somebody has to go to get a potion, to buy a potion, instead of going to, like the Gotchi Mall or whatever, or the marketplace, like, they have to go to your land. And then obviously, you own the building, but in reality, what you're really buying is a percentage of the transactions of that building, right? Um,
Yeah, yeah.
that would be something really, really cool. Like things
I
like that.
agree, and I mean, I think this. So the metaverse part of the game is something that everyone is very excited about, and I mean, unfortunately, from my point of view, I don't have any information. I mean, the team is working on it, so everyone has its vision, of where the game
Could
should
well,
go,
yeah,
and could go obviously. And so I believe that this Abo Hotel type of experience could be very interesting to implement in the Aavegotchi. So yeah, just having like this digital metaverse that is where everyone can meet, hang out, chat, and obviously when you have this DeFi component into it, then you can imagine that maybe this metaverse could be the place to interact with smart contracts in a user-friendly way, and just maybe take care of your finances through your Aavegotchi in the metaverse, and switching between different protocols and generate yields. That would be awesome. And also just to finish on that point where the Abo Hotel is great, but I think that people who know a bit about the business, there's a lot of exploits and hacks and scams that go with that game, and also the fact that it's a centrally operated and owned a game. It's owned by a company where the incentives of the players are not necessarily aligned with the one of the company. And I think that this is where the blockchain games and Aavegotchi can really like bring a difference, because you could have this amazing world that gamer love, but that are built by the community and for the community, and where the incentives are aligned with the gamers. And I think that it could be very beneficial for the gaming industry as a whole to get inspired from those ideas.
absolutely, absolutely. No, I actually see a future in this game, man. Like, I'm not really into this type of like mini games. I like more like fully immersive, like you know, like a world where you can like do stuff and stuff like that. But one of the things that got me interested in Aavegotchi is like, yeah, like the fact that you can put in stake tokens, and that token has a yield as well as you stake it. It's like a little bank account. And I always thought like, okay, if I'm a father in the future and I have a kid, I could just hand him my Aavegotchi 200k asset, but he's playing with it, right? And he can't do anything. He can't really take out the money or make a mistake in reality, because the transactions, I would have to sign them, right, with my wallets, with my hard wallet. So that I see a future here where you can like, hand it to your kids and just have your kids play with something cool, and that is something that is really expensive too, and it's a financial tool as well, where you can go to a bank, maybe in the future, like a real like a more like bank like a place where they can actually accept. I guess Aave is like that, but where they can accept and evaluate your Aavegotchi and be like, okay, this is worth 200k. Yeah, you could take a loan against your Aavegotchi and like stuff like that. Absolutely insane. I think the possibilities are unexplored yet, but they're there. The possibilities are crazy. So anyway,
definitely.
Yeah. Bro, thank you so much for doing this interview. And bro, I hope I get to meet you one day and we become friends. And if I don't meet you in person, then now we're friends in the world of the digital blockchain world. My doors are always open. If you ever have a question about any game or anything, just feel free to hit me up. My DMs are open. Okay, so thank you for your time.
Oh, awesome. I mean, that's good to know. And I know we'll definitely meet up in the metaverse of Aavegotchi, at least. And, hopefully maybe later on in the real world. Why not? Of course. That would be great.
Absolutely. Don't even tell me you're going to the place. You tell me like, yo, tap me in the back and be like, yo, this is me. This is Felon. I'm going to call you Felon. You should change your name to Felon now. That would be cool.
Yeah, I will.
All right, man. Thank you so much. Have a good one, and I'll see you around, man. Bye-bye.